and welcome to the Mommanevin Knits YouTube channel. My nose is itching already. That's not a good sign. My name is Joan, and I am Mommanevin here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Today is March 16th. It is 65 degrees where I am in Southern California, and this is episode 64. So we've had some news this week that wasn't necessarily good news. I'm going to try to keep everything as upbeat as possible, but you know, stuff happens. So let's talk about the projects first. I have a finished pair of socks for Tasha. So as soon as my son comes and picks those up and delivers them to her, that will be good. She will have them. So that's good news. I got that done. And then I don't have everything organized like I normally do. I'm just kind of throwing it together today. Sorry. I got, oh, you know what? Hold, please. Sorry about that. I don't know if I ever showed this to you, but I have, you know, the little yarn minder that you can put on your wrist and walk and blah, blah, blah. Well, I, put my yarn on there. Yes, I'd like to have it so I can walk around, but when I'm sitting at my chair, it doesn't sit right. So I put it on a banana stand. I bought a cheapo banana stand from Amazon, and I put it on there. So what I needed to show you about that is on my Mardi Gras sock, I got the cuff done for the second sock. So that's good. Alrighty. Kathy with a C socks. And the reason why I'm saying Kathy with a C is because I'm going to be starting, I think, the Kathy with the K socks pretty soon. Oh, this is a mess. Sorry. Okay, so I got started on the heel. My husband and I took Pirate somewhere this weekend. I'll talk to you about that. And this is all I got done. I was too busy looking around. But, so that's where I am on that. Still have a little bit to go on the heel. So I still have a little bit to go on the heel. And then I'll get started on the leg, on the foot, sorry. You know me, I'm having trouble with my, remember last week I kept calling the toe the heel? So anyway, all right, my blankets. Now, first we're going to talk about my temperature blanket. That's probably going to take 3 years to finish. Whoopsie. So I got one square done this week. I got this one done. It's the same as this one, and it's pretty close to that one. But you know, that's how it is with the temperature blanket. They don't change every day. So that was fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm a little concerned about how big this sucker's going to be, because it's going to be 14 of these points across. And this is only 6. So I think this might be kind of warm and comfy. Alrighty. So next is my Christmas square. I did another square, and I know I should be doing other things, but I'm just enjoying it so much, and it's like, it's my hobby. It's supposed to be enjoyable, right? So we're going to put, I'm just moving stuff around. Sorry, y'all. All right. I had my Christmas blanket. So let me see if I can remember which one I did this week. I think I did this one this week. So I have 4 now. And I need to do 4 more of this design, and then I get to move to another design. Woohoo! So this it was a free pattern from, I want to say Black Sheep Wool, maybe. It was a UK company, and the trouble that I'm running into with it is the pattern is all in UK terms. So it says double crochet, and I have to click in my brain and go, no, that's a single crochet over here. So anyway, all right, let's look at my memory blanket. And let's see, last week I finally got some color with this one. Sorry, I put my needle through here and it's messing things up. Let me move the needle. So here's the square we had last week, and I'm going to go pick another color. Okay, we have another light one. Let me see if I can get it open. I don't know about you, whenever I do anything, my tongue has to be involved to help me get some extra strength. So here's the color, and it's a lot like some of the other ones I've had recently. But at least I have a colorful square to put it next to from last week. So we're going to look on the upside of this. What happened to my other part of that? Okay. It's gone now. I'll have to find it later. Okay, so that's where we are now. I'm going to talk to you about my plastic canvas because someone asked me about it, and I thought, yes, I do need to work on my plastic canvas. So, I think it was Amnicron Studios that asked me about it. So I did a little bit this week, and it felt really good to work on it. So here is the base of it that goes around the fireplace. And I had a little bit of extra time, so I did one of the stockings. Isn't that cute? So next week I'm going to try and get a little bit more done. You know, every week you got to try and get a little bit more done on everything, right? Alrighty. Then, speaking of stockings, I did one more. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7. I need to do 3 more for my boss. I'm going to do 1 more red and 2 more greens. Okay? All right. Now, my sewing. I got my winner's bag done. So here's the bag. That's what the inside looks like. Lots of carrots. So that is done and ready to be sent off to Cassie. Okay. Let's see. And I did work just a smidge on my little Easter bag. Hang on. I worked on the inside. Where's the opening? Okay, here's the opening. So that's what I got done on that. And that's all I did on projects this week. So incoming, the only thing I got was some interfacing. And I wanted to try some interfacing that wasn't quite so thick. I don't know if you can see how thick this is. This is heavy duty here. And so I thought, well, if I double up a medium, that'll be better, right? This is the medium I got, and I'm not buying the medium on this. I think this is a little bit less than medium. So we'll see what happens. If it doesn't do what I want it to do, then we'll have to do something else. Okay. I'm working on the 25 and 25. I'm now up to 4. Whoa! Including the bag and the pair of socks. So I'm excited about that. So the interfacing was all I had that came in. Happenings. Let's get the bad news out of the way. We have lost an eagle baby. It's really sad, and I feel so sorry for the moderators of that website, because they're like, it's okay, it's nature. And I'm like, I feel so bad for them having to coddle all of us, because we're all so sad about losing the eagle baby. So, I don't know what happened. My husband said one of the other ones looked weak. So hopefully we don't lose that one too. I hope not, because they bring everybody a lot of joy. So, also, on the verge of kind of bad news, my hospital got swatted. I was at home Thursday night. I work for an incredibly large health care entity, and we have two main hospitals. Well, we have a main hospital and we have a children's hospital right next to it. That's about the same size as the main hospital. We have a surgical hospital. We have a little hospital that's right by where I used to work. And we have like a behavioral health hospital. So we're kind of big. And so I'm sitting at home Thursday night, and my phone starts going off. And it's telling me code silver. And I'm like, what? And they explained that there was possibly an active shooter in the hospital, in the children's hospital. And so they had like 200 police officers that came in and checked it out, and wasted all of their time basically, but they had to clear every floor of that hospital. And our hospitals are big. So what it turned out, I kept getting notices over and over and over, because I am an employee, even though I don't work in that building. And it was telling us to use the run, hide, fight. We have to be trained every year. I have to be trained every year, whether I ever set foot in my office at all. I have to be trained. And one of the trainings is run, hide, fight in case of this very scenario. So the police later said that the nurses did an excellent job of shielding those patients and getting them hidden so that nothing could happen to them. But anyway, they had to clear the entire hospital, and it took a while. But it was nothing. And what they told us later was that someone had called in and said that he had a loaded AK-47 and that the voices were telling him to shoot people. I'm like, okay. I don't think this is funny. I am, not just because it's my hospital, but because it's the children's hospital. There's sick kids in there. And you made them, now they're worried about whether they're going to get shot. Really? What is wrong with these people? Anyway, all right. My rant is over. So, all right, we're going to go into good news. I got to see Chips and Steve on Monday, and I took some pictures, and I'll show you those. And she's just a precious little angel. I just love her, and she's funny. We took her for a little walk, and she was tired. It was hot for her because she has a lot of hair. So once she got tired, her and I sat down for a little bit, but then we went back to the apartment and kind of hugged her and snuggled her a little bit, and then we had to go. So anyway, I wanted to remind everybody about my new giveaway next week. This last week and this week. Okay, so I'm only going to do 2 weeks. And this is for $20 off the Stitch Stopper form from Let Them Live. So if you would like $20 off of your order, just leave a comment below and I will pick for that next week. Okay. Now, it's been an interesting, well, oh, you know what? One more thing. Sorry. Well, several more things, actually. I went to 2 of my eye specialists this week. I have 2, and then I have a regular eye doctor. I know, I'm special. But all the results were good from the specialist, so that's amazing. My eyes are not getting any worse. They're not getting any better, but they're not getting any worse. So we'll take it, right? Ned and I yesterday, Pirate was just, you could tell he was bored out of his mind. So we were like, let's take him to the park. So we took him to the park in Orange County because we really liked the parks over there. And so we went in and we walked around, and I took a few pictures of Pirate, and Pirate was trying to introduce himself to the geese. Geese are mean. I didn't want him to introduce himself to the geese. But anyway, we didn't let him introduce himself to the geese. He wasn't happy about that. But after we left the park, I was like, well, let's go to Sonic. Because there's a Sonic in, I think it was in Placentia. We went to Placentia. And we went to Sonic, and Pirate got his own cheeseburger. And he thought that was a great idea. So we went there, had a good time, you know, enjoyed ourselves and relaxed. And he thought that was a good day. So we came home, and he, of course, passed out. Okay, so remember how when I said I was doing the giveaway for the yarn, and it was 165 yards, and I wasn't sure if it had been lunch for a moth? It was. So, Cassie had contacted me. And so I contacted her and I said, look, this is what it looks like. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. I'll send you something else. And she said, no, I'll still take it. And I said, well, I'm still going to send you something else because I felt really bad. And that's, you know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If it's in any danger at all of ever having had, you know, moths have a picnic lunch there, then I'm going to tell you. All right, so this is the yarn. Remember the yarn that Amy sent me? Well, I talked to her about it, and she said I could use it as a giveaway. So I thought I would go ahead and give that to Cassie. Cassie had agreed. She liked that one. And then also, because that's only 165 yards, 165 grams. Because the first one was 165 grams, I am throwing this one in too. So it's Felicini, and it is, what's the name on it? Bowling Alley. So we have Felicini, Bowling Alley, and then the yarn that I got from Amy. And I'm going to send her bag and some stitch stoppers and a couple of little other things, because I felt really, really bad about that yarn. Really, really bad. So I will always tell you guys if I'm concerned about it. And that's why I wanted to wind it up anyway, to see if there was a problem. So anyway, we got that resolved. I'm going to mail that out to her this next week, and life will be good. Okay. I don't really have a show and tell, but I'd like to bring your attention back here to Keanu raising the Irish flag. So I hope everyone has a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and I hope next week I don't have any bad news for you. So anyway, thanks for coming to visit. I hope that you decide to visit me again. Bye-bye.